Hey Poppy, it is May 10th, 2017, and this is Who's to Say. So, you gave us the topic this time, books, which I'm always happy to talk about. I looked at my Goodreads, because that's the only way I remember anything that I've read. And apparently I'm at 5 books so far this year, which is pretty good for me. Not great, but I'll get there maybe. Anyway, I went to the library last weekend. I don't know, time is fake, so it doesn't matter. But I went to the library, I got some books out, and here's what I'm planning to read. Places No One Knows by Brenna Yovanoff. I just started it and I love it. So far the characters are really interesting and a lot like one of the characters I'm currently writing, so it's very cool, and I'm excited to delve deeper into it. And then I grabbed Scarlet Fever by Maureen Johnson. I've read a lot of her other stuff, so I'm excited to dig into that one. The Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Auchler. Yeah, I like 20 Boy Summer, and I've heard that there's a good Friday Night Lights reference in this one, so I'm pumped. And then got a Radiohead book. I don't know if I'll end up reading it or not, but I'm interested. And Dear Scott, Dearest Zelda. It's the love letters between F. Scott Fitzgerald and his wife. I don't know. Like, I'm not a huge F. Scott Fitzgerald fan. I've read 2 of his books. But there's something about, like, reading people's love letters that's A, super intimate and feels like you shouldn't be allowed to do it. But I think that's what makes them so intriguing. And B, I think it can kind of give you insight into their work. That's not why I care about these, though. I don't know if it's like the time period thing or what, but I think it'll be fascinating. Like, if you handed me modern love letters, I think it'd be like, bleh, gross, hard pass. Maybe it's like the imagined nostalgia for like another decade. Like, the 20s aren't really in our living memory, so it feels safe and like removed enough that it's kind of whimsical. Obviously the 20s weren't actually a whimsical time, or at least not completely. And that a lot of that is what we, in the future / modern day, kind of look back and put on the past. Like, we look at everything with these rose-colored glasses, that the past was great, and I don't know if you do this or if other people do this, but when I think of the past, sometimes I think of it in black and white, just because that's the media that we're able to consume from then. It's either black and white text, or it's black and white photography or video, so it's not really something that you can see in color unless you're watching a movie that's inherently fake, at least in some dimension. So I don't know, I just am excited to read it. We'll see if I find time to. And then I talked about how I was looking forward to going to YALLWEST. I went. It was hectic, but good. I had a good time. So let me show you what I got. Besides a couple small items that I will be mailing to you hopefully this week. Who's to say? Green Glass House by Kate Milford. Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. I don't know anything about this one. I don't know anything about any of the books I got at YALLWEST really, but the girls ahead of me in line were very excited about this, so now I'm even more excited. Your One and Only by Adrian Finley. And Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody. It reminded me, the synopsis, kind of Sarah Reese Brennan's Demon's Lexicon trilogy. I'm sure there will be other comps that I can make once I've read it, but I loved that series, and I think that's kind of like an interesting dreamcasty world to explore. So that's too many books for me to possibly read, but those are probably going to be my background between library trip books. I'm probably just going to read fanfic. Oops. I've been rereading my favorite series and it's so good, and I'm not sorry. But I want to try and read more books this year, so we'll see. I feel like my voice sounds weird. I have pies in the oven that I need to go check on. But I love talking books with you. Let's do this again soon. And have a good week. Bye, Poppy.